What is good, hunters? Welcome back to another video. In this video I want to talk about animal spawn rate. Something a lot of us don't really know about. We really have no clue as to how long, what time frame an animal would respawn within a herd. The devs have not really given us any tips, any hints. We're just trying to figure it out, and I did some testing of my own here, and hopefully I can shed some light on what I've found. One day I was hunting and I came across this herd of red deer. And when I took a look, I realized it's all females. There's no sign of any stags, any males, and I decided let me keep tabs on them. Let me kind of keep an eye on them and see when the males will spawn in. On the next day, I went back and it was the same thing. All females, still 6. They're aging, so at least that's something that you can pick up on. But no sign of males. So it had me thinking: is this just a matter of time? Is there something affecting this respawn? Like hunting pressure. I'm wondering if hunting pressure has something to do with how fast these animals respawn. I don't know, something I'll have to look into and test. On day 3, I go back again, and still there's only females in the group. Still 6 of them, none has died, and it's a nice mixture of mature, young, and adult. So again, this far we have not seen any respawns of the males. On the 4th day I go back and there's 2 males that have spawned within that herd. And it was awesome to see that, because I'm realizing, okay, 3 to 4 days is probably the time span of which they respawn. Now I don't know when I began the test. When I began testing, I'm not sure how long that herd was in that state. Like, how long were those males missing? Did they just die? Is that something I did, by doing some calling? So I'm not sure. It's kind of fuzzy still at the beginning there, but so far we can kind of gauge and say it's 3 to 4 days, for animals to sort of respawn. Now, if you look at the area where these herds are, this is more down at the bottom of the map. This is not a private land, so my thinking is, because these are low genetics, there's a high chance that you won't get a lot of males in this herd. If you compare it to the private lands, there's a lot more males in those herds. Like, sometimes you can see up to 4 to 5 males. Here you only see 2. So down in these grasslands, or these areas where there's not really high fitness, high genetics, you're seeing where the most these herds will give you is like 2, 3 maybe, and it might be a 1 or 2 star. You wouldn't get any more than that. So I believe that these private lands have a high impact on the fitness of these animals. Like, you can really see it. It's night and day. So getting a 5-star from this herd, it seems, it's highly unlikely. I'm not saying it can't happen, but it's very unlikely you're gonna get a 5-star from these herds. So it was interesting to kind of see that. So now we can have sort of an idea of, when we're hunting, depending on where we are hunting. If we're not in private land, we can kind of have an idea of what kind of animals we can expect. So I'm gonna have to go do some more testing and see, what's the extent of this. Do some testing in the private lands and see, if there's any difference there. And kind of, put some notes together. So let me know what you're thinking in the comments. If you have tested this, if you have noticed any of this, I'd love to hear your feedback on it. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I will see you in the next video.